Hi, Joe.
Hey, Nick!
Ava, welcome back.
Hi.
As everyone knows, Ava is our resident Egyptologist. And today we're going to put her to work.
Oh, man.
Joe, what are we talking about?
We're going to go way back in time a far, far away land in both 2017 when Universal Studios remade this little film called The Mummy, which was supposed to begin a whole series of films that they were going to call the Dark Universe. The Mummy was so wildly successful that they were forced to do nothing other than make no other films. We're gonna rip into this movie it's gonna make my review of Jurassic World look tame. And while we do that, what are we playing?
We're playing Swap.
Are we gonna swap this review for something good?
No.
Great. So we're gonna look at some instructions really quick.
What spoilers are we covering? Are we covering all of them or just some of them?
I don't care. We're covering all of them. This movie. I'm also drinking. Someone left this. Nick had a Super Bowl party. Someone left this mango Caribbean punch.
Oh no, that was actually from a coworker. And it's probably a good 5+ years old. So maybe even 10 years old at this point.
Hey, maybe it didn't bomb you.
On theme.
Ooh, that tastes bad.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's going to be good at all.
But I'm wondering if it tastes bad.
Because it's supposed to, or because it is
it's bad?
Yeah.
No, that just... Oh.
I'm a little on the fence. It doesn't have enough alcohol to stay good forever.
At first smell, it just smells like shitty alcohol, but then there's a kick in after it that just doesn't smell.
Maybe don't drink that.
So we're gonna change gears. Fun fact. If I learned anything, I learned it from the movie Twins, and it's that the ancient Egyptians invented beer, so my drink's on theme.
Get a koozie for that, and try not to spill it all over your lap.
No and no. Alright, so while we're pretending like we actually know how to play, Ava, you're the guest.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to ask you what your thoughts were on this film. But I'm gonna ask you anyway.
Really?
Just for the sake of filming.
It's interesting because you had me here because I'm an Egyptologist, and there actually isn't that much Egyptology at all in this movie for me to comment on, because there's almost practically 0% anything having to do with actual Egypt or Egyptology or Egyptian mythology.
This is all true.
The one thing they do seem to get right is they actually are speaking late Egyptian fairly well.
Okay.
And the interesting thing is at the end I was looking at the credits trying to figure out who consulted on, and that nobody will claim it. There was no Egyptologist wanting to put their name on this movie. I was like, all right.
I respectfully decline credit.
Wait, so why are you trying to slap the deck?
We'll get to that.
I'm ready to slap somebody.
No matter what kind of card you play last, once it's discarded, the game is over.
It's not over till it's over.
Okay, so I'll go. Right.
So we'll do a couple goes and then we'll keep talking. Aha! That is in fact a blue card.
Yeah, I did it.
Did it too.
Yes. Too slow, Joe. And then I put down that.
That's correct.
I did it once.
Oh, she put it down.
No,
Wait,
you
no.
put it down.
What?
You put it down.
I slapped it.
I did.
Holy crap.
Hi, Mom.
Why is this so hard?
Hi, daughter.
I don't know. I see where the problem here is.
Yeah.
So I have to swap. Oh.
Who do you want to give the game to?
Who's driving me home?
Nick. And now he's the next turn, that's it, he's won. I
I hate this game.
win! Tom Cruise's dick jokes.
Okay, the whole movie was like an ode to... It was some weird fetish pornographic thing where they're trying to convince you that a rotting corpse is sexy. Like, the whole thing was ridiculous.
Yes.
Like, from the fetishy poses where she was put, like, chained up and she's supposed to be super powerful, to the weird wet t-shirt contest at the end with, like, the archaeologist when she's being resurrected. And then the whole thing was just like an ode to Tom Cruise's like not mini dick, which he was very clear wanting you to know. And then this whole dagger thing. The whole thing's about the dagger and like...
Yeah, very phallic. Sure.
It was so overly sexual for no reason.
You know, because like when my bandages fall off, they only cling to my titties. That's it. Like that's all. But like this is one of my problems with a lot of like these type of movies This whole movie from beginning to end reeked so much of like old school Orientalism that it's actually embarrassing that it was made within the last like few years.
Which I agreed with you.
Yes, and then it uses nothing from Egyptian art. The objects don't look Egyptian. The jewelry doesn't look Egyptian.
The nose ring.
The nose ring is definitely not Egyptian.
Yeah, septum rings are not ancient Egyptian.
And then she's covered in these creepy tattoos that could have been awesome if they were written in ancient Egyptian hieratic, which is like the cursive hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
But no, they're just made up. And it's so funny for a movie that for once is a movie about ancient Egypt that doesn't deal with aliens. Thank you. It seemed more like it had to do with aliens than any other one.
Aliens. I know I've mentioned before in some of the reviews that we've done, they used to try harder than they do now, where we're trying to make things factual and informational. They used to try, and they're not now, and that seems backwards. And rather than going like, okay, let's make sure that like we have our ducks in a row, they're like, or what if we just tell dick jokes for 2 hours?
Right? Well, the thing...
Literally anyone in the audience these days can just go, Google, and just fact check a movie themselves.
Well, even with the dating of her mummy, when they show her like tomb, they have a cartouche from King Eunice, who's Old Kingdom. Then they say she's from the New Kingdom. Then they say she's 5,000 years old, where the New Kingdom was not 5,000 years ago. So it's just like
nothing makes sense.
You know, it's not hard to talking about that king whose cartouche they use. He's actually known for this text that's written in his tomb called the Cannibal Texts, where basically it's talking about how as a king he's transformed into a god, and he goes around eating up all the other gods and crunching their bones, and like all the storms he brings, and like the hellhounds he unleashes and stuff.
I want to see that movie.
Right, I want to see that movie too. That's a great movie.
Go on.
We're playing Slap because the mummy slaps Tom Cruise a whole bunch.
It's my only power against you.
Joe goes.
Is it my turn?
Red. My thumb's down first!
Yeah, no, that roll wins. That roll wins.
Wait, I was supposed to
He's
go.
supposed to go.
Yeah, you picked a card. That's your going.
Was I done?
You put it in your hand. If you have the card, you have to play it immediately.
Yeah, because then
Was I
you could
done?
be holding
Yes!
the card.
I was done.
Christ so fucking mighty.
But one of my major issues with this film is this is a modern movie with representatives that are supposed to be like part of the US government that are going to a Middle Eastern country and looting. Also, you should not dangle sarcophagi from helicopters as a mode of transportation.
If there was something we laughed, was that
That was
the scene?
a laugh, yeah.
Holy shit, did we laugh so hard at that? I'm just
No.
This movie was
The movie itself was the monster.
Well, too, that like the whole like her whole backstory. Like, first, women can't inherit the throne. No, and then
What is
like
that
that's
about?
not a thing.
There were
Like,
plenty of Egyptian queens.
we have actual historical records of there being a harem conspiracy where one of the lesser wives wanted to put her son on the throne, and they actually murdered the king using magical spells, which we have recorded in actual historical documents and actual murder. Like, so why they're like, oh, this is the most dangerous person in the whole world, this evil being. Let us wrap her in this like coffin that
preserve
can,
her.
like preserve her forever.
The chains are there to keep her down, not to raise her back up. Oh no, they're there to raise her back up.
But yeah, so it doesn't even make logical sense.
Top to bottom. And with that, don't see this film.
Do not.
No.
Ava? Yeah,
Go to a museum instead.
Go to a museum instead. Ava, thanks for joining us.
I can't say I'm thankful for having to watch that, but I enjoy being with you.
Well, you got a free lunch out of it.
I did.
So there's that. And we saved all these people at home 2 hours of their own lives, so they don't have to watch this movie.
It was, in fact, the beginning of what would have been a dark universe.
Dark.
And with that, ding the bell
Ding
and
the bell.
subscribe.
Like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you next time.